I think in the case we need to talk now, we noticed that a new supervisor has been assumed new leadership positions, which means that they have to carry all of the other baggage that the old supervisor used to have. So in that case, they would have to, just like figure out what needs to be done, like right then and there. So in this case, some of the old technicians and everything came up to the new supervisor and said, "You've been here long enough knowing what we have to put up with. What are you going to do about it?" And the new supervisor is just trying to enjoy their lunch, is on a lunch break, don't really want to deal with any type of work at this moment. And so it was just like, right now, like, isn't it a little awkward? And then so, like, of course they had to make a scene about it. So going over, like, the supervisor on the spot, especially though when complainers gang up on the supervisor, I think some of the things that, like, need to be more focused on is, like, you can always, like, element, like, of legal risk in any such one-on-one meetings with one of the group, but the risk does not exist when meeting with the entire defective group. So I guess if we were to go with like talking to the technicians and then talking to like the clinicians and all of that, and just like go through all of that, maybe we can try and figure out whether or not, like, maybe there is something that we can negotiate that's going wrong. It also states in here that this particular response usually gets the group to quiet down and becomes more manageable. If it's a group of customers or colleagues, the supervisor should ask for each person's individual input before responding, calling on at least the least hostile person first if possible. If the group is a bevy of angry subordinates, the supervisor should tell them to pick one spokesperson. The rest must remain quiet or leave. However, the supervisor must be extremely careful in the meeting with this single spokesperson. The meeting cannot appear to be a negotiation aimed at resolving the complaint. This would put the supervisor in the position of extending recognition to a group through its representative. So I think some of the things that should be put into place is, like, not just like having a one-on-one, but to, like, have a whole group discussion on, like, what they think needs to be fixed, or what is possible for this to be done, or this to be done, or this to be done. And I think that will eliminate any sort of bad things that could happen. Any, like, bad things, I mean, like, anything that's, like, not someone getting hurt, but verbally hurt, or even just, like, another thing that could possibly happen would be, like, oh, like, you said this, but how come we're not getting it? So I think that, like, having, like, a nice one-on-one, not even a one-on-one, but, like, a one-on-one with the group that is, having all of this issue would be good.